Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here. Now, today's video is scraps. It will be scraps on Monday because I wasn't very well yesterday. I overdid it, and yes, my body told me in a massive way. So I had very pain attack in my legs, so I'm not going to dwell on it. I did it myself. I walked far too far thinking I was suddenly fit, and yeah, those were the consequences. So let's draw a line under that then, and hopefully I'm taking it easy today, but I do want to get in and do my scraps video because I really missed it. And the scraps I'm working on today are my coffee dyed bits and pieces. So if I have just plain bits of card for whatever reason, and they build up in my card box, often white, but some of these were cream, some of them are really thick card. I usually coffee dye them and then put them in the coffee dyed box, just because they're so much, they're just thick papers, I think, so much more interesting, and they give me more inspiration to use when they're like that. There's quite a big piece, look. You can recognise my my splodgy inks and what have you. So I have already been having a little play because I had this in my mind for a couple of days, and then yeah, then I went and did too much. So what I've been doing is, well, first of all, this was a big piece of card that isn't coffee dyed, so I started doing it on these. I thought that might come up. Let me just put some glue on that. I've had those so long, they're just not sticky anymore. Those reinforcements, so they're like the paper ones that you buy, oops, for colleges and schools and offices and things like that. So I just had it was a big bunch of strips. I'm sure you've seen it time after time in my scrap box. So I cut them all into the same size tag, and then I thought, rather than just leave them as plain tags, because all I'll do is pull a couple here and a couple there, and they'll be sitting around forever, I thought I'll make them up. And I did want to play with my stamps for a long time. So I've got the stamps out today because they're perfect. This is what I was thinking. They're perfect on the coffee dyed paper, especially, just a black stamp. So I've got them all spread over because I've been having a play. So I will mass make these, but off camera. I just wanted to do a couple. So all I've done is inked round them. So this ink is the Scotch Timber, and then used my stamps on, put a couple of ring reinforcements front and back. It is only really thick paper, I guess. I said card, but I don't think it is. I've had my letter ones out, which I love. This was a gift a good while ago from Tanya. I have used it a few times, but not enough. So I've been using it today. So the rose stamp that I used on there it's one I got from the charity shop. It says £4.25. That must have been new because I didn't pay that for it. It's an Anita's. Yeah, it didn't print stamp very well. It's maybe been used a fair bit. I don't know. Anyway, so all I did was I got a biro and drew in ever so faintly. You don't have to be too, especially with these that are a bit shabby. Where it was missing, and just stamped rose down there. I think that's a sweet little tag. And then this one obviously was the Flower Fairies stamps that I've got. The thing about these, the idea about these was that I didn't have to be too pristine, with them being shabby. So like that, often when you're stamping, because I don't have a stamping block, and my stamps, not all stamps are the same. Some are much better than others. I mean, this is a beautiful clear stamp, you can see, can't you, compared to that one. So, my stamps are from gifted and charity shops, and I maybe bought one, perhaps two sets of stamps, that's all the rest have been gifted to me, or I've got in charity shops, so I never know what I'm getting when I use them. And then I did use another piece of it was a piece like this, thick card with this on it. And where is that? If you remember, I got this stamp in the I got it in the auction. So I just stamped some like labels out, if you like, fancy labels, and again using these lovely number label stamps. There are numbers there as well. I just printed some words, so they are really thick though, so they could be used as tickets or embellishments, whatever. Floral memo, And you don't have to do them straight because I can't. This one is from the, I didn't print that, that's a stamp from the fairy kit. No, it's not from the fairy kit, it's from this one, which I believe Tanya gifted me. Make-A-Wish, that was from the fairy kit. October was from this one as well. These are the ones I did. Look, journal, love, notes and vintage. I've got 9, that's strange. It's an odd number. Yeah, but lovely. I enjoyed doing those, so we'll do a couple of those together. Maybe you've got some kind of punches. That's what it is, it's a punch. And spare bits of paper that you can do the same with. I have got, if I didn't have those from Tanya, I have got this. These are pretty easy to find. That's it, right way up. But I much prefer these with the wooden block on them. And you know, if you haven't got one of those, you could write on it, use you know, a felt or something like that, or you could cut words out of books and things and glue them on. So you can still make them if you haven't got those punches. And then I just had a piece of this that I cut up and rounded the corners, and just made, what would you call them? Tickets, I suppose. That one says ticket to travel on it. Just having fun with my stamps, really. So I'm just going to carry on and do some more of that. So I'll turn this over now because you can see I've been working on it. Yeah, I was going to show you these. I did some for that one. If you don't, mine are really old and not sticky anymore, but if you don't, you know, you're not able to get hold of the other hole reinforcers, these, because I know not everybody can, or you know, you want to make them now and you haven't got any, put them back in there. These are really cheap and you can probably get them in most shops, and all I did was inked over them with my this dauber, whatever was on it. And then where is my other, I had this already out on my table from the other day. This is my Edith Holden stamp, and I just did that on them. You could stamp anything on them, you could colour on them, you could write on them, you know, and then you get a kind of an interesting one of those. Okay, so that's what I'm up to, that's what I'm doing. So let's make some. So I've got all of these, so let's cut quite a few up. I want the thicker ones, I think. Although do beware that the thicker ones do soak up more of your ink. So, you know, you don't always get a good stamp. Like I say, I'm not overly worried about that. Right, I'll go with those. Well, there's one I started, and then this big one, I think. So I think the first thing I'll do is cut a couple of these out of here. I'm going to use this for other things as well, but I do want a couple more of these. I had 9, didn't I? Oops. Scissors. There. I'll just cut that off there. I've saved those as well. I think they're going to be interesting to play with. So I'll have a couple of those. Let's have, how many tags shall we have? And what width do I want them? What width are you? You are at just over 10. I'm covered in ink, look. So yeah, 5's going to be too small. So let's have 8 centimetres. What's that in inches? Just over 3 inches wide. I'll use that for something. We'll do them all at 8, so this one's a lot shorter. Oh, yeah, I might get 2 out of that. 7 and 8. That'll do. You're too tall. What shall we have you? 12, I think. And same for you. Let's go 12. Of course, I could have cut all these up beforehand, but I just wanted to show you that really that they were scraps. Right, what do you measure? You're about 13, so 6 1/2. do me twice. That's oh, and that will make a little one as well, actually, won't it? I suppose these that I've cut off will as well. We can stamp on those. Yes, we can. But they'll make lovely little. Let's do those three first. Lovely little dangly tags, won't they, to attach to other things. That's it. Now you can round the corners on them. Oops, or just round two of them. Come out. Or you can just, oh, big scissors, Denise. Nip the corners. That one's a bit bashed, so let's nip that one. There we go. Right, I've got three to start with. Ink. Like I say, I'm using the really dark Scotch timber. You know, if you didn't want to do them black and brown, I'm doing them sort of vintage, but you could you could make colourful versions, pretty versions, if you're into like the pinks and the you know, the lovely shabby chic lacy type ephemera. Now I could just, I think I'm going to, could just put this right over them and then put a word. That's a good idea. Get as much of it in as I can. Oops, do you mind? Do you want it all the way up there yet? Let's. Oh, they're pretty. Oh, I enjoyed that. Right, I'm absolutely covered in ink, but that's part of the joy, isn't it? Okay, let's put some words on them. Wisdom's a good one. I've got it twice. Escape. Yeah. What else have we got? Oh, tea time. I think that's one of Angie's. And that would be nice in the Alice journal, wouldn't it? Right, we can put them on straight or we can put them on slant. Let's just trim the excess off them. Again, you could just get words out of a magazine or a book. And you can put them on either way. So you can have your little tab at the right or your little tab at the left. I think if they're going to dangle down, I might like them that way. You can put them on straight, or that doesn't need it. At an angle. Right, do I want some little colour of me? I just don't know if I want some. No, I don't think I will. Ring reinforcers. No, I think they're too small to. I like them as they are. Okay, so I'm going at an angle with that one. This one's straight and the bottom one, and they're lovely without even the words on, aren't they? Aren't they cute? What a nice thing to just doodle and, you know, colour the middle of the flowers or something like that. I'm also thinking now these would be nice with a button on them and a bulb pin. Bear with me. I'm only standing up, I'm not going anywhere. Just looking for some buttons. Is that all I've got button-wise? I normally have loads of buttons out, don't I? Let me just look in my little pot here. Oh dear. I'll tell you what, we're not tidy like we were last week. The room's okay, but the desk, oh yeah, here we go. The desk is not. Oh, there's a nice little bit as well. Oh. Okay. Right, I could probably do with a creamy, because mine are a bit distressing, aren't they? Oh, they're nice. Rather than the coloured ones, but let's see. I haven't got any more dark chromy. Oh, I've got some black, look. I'll have to get some of the metallic ones. Oh, like that. I like those. They're sort of a grey, or gunmetal, do they call it? Why have we not got a lid on there? Okay. Are you going to be too big? Oh, I noticed I put that one on the other way around. Yeah, that's okay. Could clip something else on there now as well. Let's go with this little yellow one on here. This is more a piece of a necklace than a button. It's just got the one hole in it. And yeah, they'd be lovely with beads dangling off them as well, wouldn't they? Like those. Don't think I want a blue or a pink one on there. Just thinking what else we could put on it. A little bit of bling. Or a butterfly. In some bling. Oh, maybe it was in here, was it? It won't attach anyhow, that. Oh, that's a nice one. Handmade with love. Will that go through? I don't know what that's got to do with wisdom, but I like the wooden button. Yeah, lovely. Okay. Next. So we'll do some small, or the two smaller ones. Yeah, let's do them all round, like those tickets that I did. And they don't have to be tickets. You can put any image at all that you'd like on them. I know I've got some more stamps in there, but I've got so much in front of them, I can't get to them. So I'm going to ink round both sides. These are lovely little pocket fillers. Or you could turn them into tucks. Or you can use them as like, you know, tickets. What do we want on here? What haven't I used? Some mushrooms, look. I haven't used any mushrooms, but that would make them that way, but that's all right. How big are you? Like that. Okay, let me just get a block because I've got all sorts still sitting on them. If you sit on there, you will. There's my little pad. Look, always try your stamp out the first time you use it. Just gives you an idea as to, you know, the hit and miss. Oops. You know, what bit's grabbing the ink and what bit's not, if that happens to be. I think these are nice stamps, if I remember rightly. Yeah, nice and clear. Look at that. Probably better doing it on a big sheet of paper, and then you could cut those out. Did I put the same on there? Right, and we're going to write something on this one. That other one I did a bit of stamping over, didn't I? It's just a bit of that in the top corner, I think. Yeah, that's it. Of course, I could have spelt mushroom down it or anything like that. Put those two there. It's going to take me forever to put these stamps away after myself, and you're too big. No, I wish I'd got my trees out now. Oh, that one says postcard. Look, that's a nice one. I think these were my first stamp set. I wanted these for so long, and they were gifted by Carol. Do you remember Carol? She sent me one, ordered me one set, and they never arrived. They never have. They've never turned up. And bless her, she sent me another because they didn't arrive. That's friends for you, isn't it? What did I do wrong? I didn't test it on there, you see? And they are normally good stamps, but did you hear how sticky that was? If I'd have done that, the stickiness would have... I think they probably need a clean. See, I'd have got it right if I'd have taken my time stamping on there. I might stamp something over the top of that. What shall we do over the top? Where were the tickets that I had? Tell you I've got everything out here. Let's stamp a ticket over the, what do you say? I don't know. Don't look like you've ever been used either. Short film theatre admission. Might do what it's supposed to do this time. Yeah. So shall we go off at an angle? Yeah. I like the fact that there's a lot going on there. I want something on the edge. Oh. Will you stick? Now, of course, I could layer up in different colours here. You could use the distress inks or oxides. Ah, see that? Now that's got interest, hasn't it? Like that. Okay, and I was thinking I had this splodgy one. Let me try some splodges on here before I put something on it. Yeah, I love the splodges. I haven't made the corners round, have I? Not round, what's the word? I haven't made it into a tag. I started mask making and then stopped to do those two. Where's the puncher out? Here it is. Right, have I been on a long time? No, I haven't. I feel like I have. Okay. Middle-ish. I'm not going to thread anything through these because they will store much better, you know, without the threads through. You know, because they'll sit on top of each other nicely, and then, you know, thread them as I use them, depending on what I want in them. Oh, the cat is out in the garden. He's having his zoomies again. I think it's because it's cooler, a lot cooler today. Cooler out. It's not cool inside. The house seems to have built up some heat and it's not letting go. Oh, that's a circle there, Denise, but I wanted to put one of these on it, or a couple. What have we got? It's quite big, isn't it? I think it would take a big one. Shall we put a black one on the front and a brown on the back? Yeah. Oop. Yeah, like that. Oops. I've still got to put the vlog together yet, but there will be one. Probably be tomorrow before you get to see that now. I do want to make the rest of these up. I don't want to just move it to one side and not do them just because I stopped filming. That. So what do we want on here? What did I have on the ones I've already made? Because, right, just to remind me, because I'd like a selection of things. Got anything big there? Oh, these flowers are beautiful. Need a big block. Oh, what are the scissors doing in there? Yes. Right, which one do I want on there? Oh, that one. So I didn't tell you which ink I was using here. So this one is the Stays On, which doesn't, well, it smudges if you do it when it's wet, but once it's dry, it doesn't smudge or react with water, I believe. You know, whereas the Tim Holtz, the Distress ones, are always live. Days later, you spray water on them, they'll reactivate. I know you're not supposed to do that, but think this is a good stamp as well, but we best check it because I said that last time, didn't I? Yeah. Don't know if it's the stamps or the ink that's sticky. To take it off carefully. I just love the strong black ink against the, you know, the distressed and coffee dyed. Which way are we going? That way? Yep. Beautiful flower this is. Right, let's do some words on it, shall we? What shall we put? Petal. Oh, don't know if I've had the P out. I've got my letters all over. I can't see them very well in the box. They've printed on them in black. Don't know if you can see or not. They'd be better being white or something like that, wouldn't they? Let's do it in lowercase, shall we? Tip it towards the window doesn't help at all. Right, which one? Oh, P. P. Where's the E? Lowercase e. There. E. T. A. Something else. I'm going to have a lot of tidying up to do. I think that's an A. Yeah. And an L. It's going to take me a little while to put away. U and L. Oh, crikey. I'm going to have to stamp that. Oops, brown. I'm a number 1. H. They're not in complete order, so I've obviously put them back. F, K. Oh, come on. Let me just go over here with it. Even that doesn't help me. Oh, what are you? Gosh. Where's the black? I need it in black. Did I put the lid on it yet? The last letter. I think you look like a 1 as well. You can't both be number 1s, can you? Yeah, a large one and a small one. Don't add the L out. Oh, I have had the L. Oh no, because they're all big ones up there. I haven't had the little L. What are you? Y. Okay, I'm going to have to look at them all that way up. Z. There's one on its side. Can't see what it is. I. I'll have to stop in a minute to find it, because I know there's none missing. Oh, gosh. How annoying. F, K, G. You are the I, G. I can't believe that. I've not already got it out, have I? Oh, maybe it's up here with the... Oh. Oh, what I've got a lot out here. What have I got out? T, E. You just have to fast forward me. You're a number 6 for some reason. Z. T. Don't tell me I've got it out. No, that's a Y. You're an A or a G. You're an A. Pet. Ah. Right, well, I've got an L on here. No, I have, because I had journal. I'm going to have a capital L at the end of it all. What do you think to that? Such hard work. Is that a P? Yes. Worried myself then. I'm pressing too hard, look, 'cause I'm getting that edge. E. T. capital L. Most people wouldn't notice, would they? But what did I do with it? Did I get the F instead of the L? I think I did. We're determined not to have an L, aren't we, today? It's you. You're the L. Crikey. How hard was that? Yeah, petal with a big L. Right, I've fallen out of love with it now. I'm sure I'll fall in love with it again when I've put it away and come back to it. But for now, it drove me mad. Right, let's make some. None the same size. Shall we put them all, make them all the same size, or what? These three are just about. So do that and then use the biggest one there, and we'll be near enough because we're running out of time now. That I could have made one in the time that took me, couldn't I? Okay, let's do some speedy. Keep putting the lid on that because I don't want it to dry up. Oh, shaking the table. Oh, that's nice on that side. Let's have that on the front. And so they're interesting. They're all different. Okay, let's put the lid on that. Let's punch them all together. I don't know if I'm going to, whoopsie, put hole reinforcers on these or not. What do you think? Shall I? Where's those ones I've just made? Let's use some of those up. That's a good idea. As soon as I've done them. Oops. Like I say, they're a lot slimmer than you know, the ones you cut out of card. Unless you cut them out of paper, of course. Then they're not. I'm just going to do the fronts for now. Don't want background stamp. What else have I got for this? What are you? Oh, a stained glass window type thing. Let's look at that on the page to stamp it on. Take that off, it'd be easier. Yeah, nice, but it wants a lot of ink. Wonder if you could buy re-inkers for these. I bet you can. Don't know what kind of a mess it would make, but there's nothing wrong with the felt at all, but I would like it a little bit juicier now. I mean, it was juicy for a long, long time, this pad. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, that's okay. One. And let me get those. I like this. I like this grid, so I'm going to do this across here. And I think perhaps a bit there on those. Let's give them a bit of background and oh, put that back in. Just thinking there was that really big mushroom that I liked. There's not mushroom on my desk, is there? Sorry. That was it. Take that one off. Oh yeah, that's nice. Needs a lot on the top there. There's quite a lot of black going on. wants a bit of something on it, I think. Let's see if we've got anything left on there that's a bit light rather than dark. Not really. Bit. Nothing much. That's better. That's better. Right, you still... I'm saying nothing. I'll just leave you to have hysterics quietly. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. And do you know what I'm going to put on it? I'm going to get these out again. If I can get them. Bang. Numbers. Did you think the sound had gone off then? My brain was just whirring. 2, 6, 7. And I'm going to try and do them all in one go. And it won't matter if they're level or a bit missing or whatever. Just want something here. There. Oh, still got your middle in. Oh, I've never noticed that. Okay, what should we do on this one? Last one. Let's do some more of those labels. Yeah, a lot of tidying up to do here. Oh look, I've got a nice swirly pattern there. And again, I'm just going to put this on straight across. There, I think. I've got 2 corners. Oh, that's a nice one. I like that. I should have used that before. Ticket to travel. This is, I like this. No, I want something a different shape. And go with that across it. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Everything's going that way, but that doesn't matter. There's the big one. And again, I'm not going to test this one because I don't mind if it fades out. It probably won't because I don't mind. Yeah, I'm not going to have them touching each other. I'm going to have them all separate. Oh, yeah, like that. Didn't, I didn't ink round it, but I thought I'd done them all. Maybe I did the other side. Some of these would be nice inked in black, actually. I have got a Black Soap by Tim Holtz. And just wants one more thing on it. What does it want? I liked that little circular stamp. Oh, look. I like that. I like everything, don't I? Which way do we want it pointing? Whoop. Yeah. Yep, like it. So you can see the kind of fun you can have and the kind of mess you can make. And I'm sure I'll be in an even worse state. I'm not going to go have a cup of tea and then come back. I'll probably tidy up and then do some more. But let's have a look what we've made. Ignore all that. Look, scissors are open again. Let's turn this over. Okay. I mean, they'll look even nicer with, you know, some kind of string through them, won't they? Is that the one I made that one with you, didn't I? These are lovely as well. It's not the first time I've made them, but you know, you forget about these things, don't you? Oh. Fighting me. And one going the other way. And to be honest, I've got so many stamps I could put a different stamp on every single one, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed making those. We didn't do any of those, did we? Didn't cut any of those. I cut some out. What did I do with them? These are great fun. Just words. I could also have stamped just images on those. A couple of those, look, that I did. And those. Okay, hope that's given you a little bit of inspiration or just entertained you while you were busy doing something. And I hope you have a lovely day. I will see you with the blog, I'm sure, tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.